time. A few mistakes ago, I was in your sights. You got me alone. You found me.
Good morning, Center Hill. Today is Wednesday, February 13th, 2019. It's National Cheddar Day, and MTV starts now.
Gonna take you down and laugh till you cry. And I still don't know how I even survive. Hard times. You're not gonna get your rock bottom.
My name is Diego, and here are your announcements. ACT 30 plus club members can pick up fee sheets outside room 8. Completed forms and payments should be returned to Ms. Terry. Be sure to include your score report from the ACT. Seniors, Wednesday, February 20th is Senior Career Day. You're not required to come to school this day. This absence does not count against exams, visit a college, shadow someone in a field you're interested in, go to the zoo, or go see a movie. Go enjoy the day. Juniors, your ACT pre-ID session is tomorrow after MTV, so make sure you're here so you can take your free ACT on February 20th. So make sure you're studying and getting ready for that.
This day in history for February 13th. 1940. Boogie Woogie on St. Louis is recorded by Earl Father Hines and his orchestra. The song eventually becomes a classic and is still popular among big band fans today. The Symbionese Libertarian Army demanded $70 of food be given to every needy Californian, which would cost as much as $400 million in exchange for the release of 19-year-old Patricia Hearst. In El Salvador, a 6.6 magnitude earthquake hits. It had killed 402 people after another earthquake had previously killed 800 people only a few days before. 2000. On the day after Charles M. Schulz died, the comic strip Peanuts appeared in newspapers for the last time. The characters of Peanuts included Charlie Brown, Lucy, Linus, Peppermint Patty, Snoopy, Woodstock, and many others.
On Saturday, softball and baseball start out their season with their jamboree. Girls will play South Haven at South Haven, and boys play North Point at 12, and Horn Lake at 3 at Horn Lake. Good luck. Teachers, if you need anything announced, make sure to email CHHS Mustang TV at DCSMS.org. Last day to sign up for the April ACT is March 8th, so if you're wanting to take that, make sure to get on top of things and register and start studying.
You found me, I guess you didn't care, and I guess I liked that. And when I fell hard, you took a step back. Without me.
If you're hungry or wondering what's the weather,
Welcome back to MTV News. I'm your host, Dallas, and today we're going to talk about the State of the Union address, a new Santa Claus, and a school for homeless children. Let's get started. Last week, the President gave his second annual State of the Union address after it being postponed for the first time due to the record-breaking government shutdown. The shutdown lasted 32 days, where 800,000 federal employees were either furloughed or worked without receiving pay. The government later decided to put forth a bill that will partially fund the government. This means that by February 15th, Congress will have to sign a second bill to either fully fund the government or partially fund the government again.
Congress has 10 days left to pass a bill that will fund our government, protect our homeland, and secure our very dangerous southern border. Now is the time for Congress to show the world that America is committed to ending illegal immigration and putting the ruthless coyotes, cartels, drug dealers and human traffickers out of business.
President Trump has said that if the second bill does not include the $5.7 billion for his Southern Security Border Initiative, that he will resort to other matters of receiving funding, such as declaring a national emergency. This way, Congress will be forced to provide the money, and military troops will be sent to patrol the southern border.
I have ordered another 3,750 troops to our southern border to prepare for this tremendous onslaught.
As expected, Trump alluded to this in his speech at the State of the Union. Shortly after that speech, the 2018 Georgia Democratic nominee for governor, Stacey Abrams, gave the Democratic rebuttal to the president's speech. However, she made it clear that her speech was not a rebuttal, but an address to the nation.
Making livelihoods of our federal workers a pawn for political games is a disgrace. The shutdown was a stunt engineered by the President of the United States, one that defied every tenet of fairness and abandoned not just our people, but our values. And Democrats stand ready to effectively secure our ports and borders. But we must all embrace that from agriculture to healthcare to entrepreneurship, America is made stronger by the presence of immigrants, not walls.
Let's do some time traveling all the way back to the middle school science class. So we all know about North Pole, right? Yeah, that's true north. But did you know that there are actually 3 different types of north? Yeah, neither did I. These are the 3 different types of north. You have true north, which is the northern end of the axis on which our planet turns. Then there's magnetic north, which is the one our compasses use. And lastly, you have geomagnetic north, which refers to the swirl of the Earth's liquid iron core. Now, the one we're going to focus on is magnetic north. This one is particularly interesting because magnetic north has never been still. In the last 100 years or so, the direction of our compasses tells us that its north has been moving every so slightly at a constant rate. Interestingly, scientists have detected this, that the speed of the movement has accelerated. This is so alarming to many scientists that it caused them to begin working on an emergency update for the World Magnetic Model. Thankfully, on Monday, the World Magnetic Model update was officially released, and they're calling it New North. I wonder, does this mean we get a new Santa Claus? Now for some heartwarming news. In Oklahoma City, construction on a school that was designed for homeless kids by homeless kids began. Positive Tomorrow, the nonprofit organization behind the school's creation, began the construction of the school with the focus on the growth and the well-being of the students. This school will serve roughly 200 unprivileged kids in Oklahoma City. This new facility will host a fully stocked and furnished living room area for both students and their parents. Here they will be able to prepare meals, eat dinner, and share each other's company. One thing that makes this school so unique is that the school was designed by the homeless children. They were able to give input in guide development with their needs in mind. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. We'll see you next time on MTV News.
Last but not least, please check the school website for more announcements, scholarship opportunities, and upcoming events. That was your show, Center Hill, and I will leave you off with the quote of the day. Never underestimate the power of the dreams and the influence of the human spirit. We are all the same in this notion. The potential for greatness lives within each of us. That was by Wilma Rudolph. Have a good day. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter. We also have a suggestion box outside of our classroom if you have any suggestions.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in. So shame on me now, flew me to places I've never been. Till you put me down.